What's good, YouTube? It's your boyfriend coming to you with another video. I'm coming at you with my week 2 football championship subdivision series. So it's basically like it's second after the NCAA. So after the bowl series. So I'm coming at you with my picks for that. Starting tonight, you got University of Texas Tennessee Martin versus Missouri State. I got Tennessee Martin. Yeah, a SUMU versus Mermack. This is for tomorrow. I got Mermack. And then once again for my birthday, you got Thomas More versus the Quees. You got Thomas More. You got West. Of course, I said that. You got Villanova versus LIU Villanova. Colgate versus Maine. I got Maine. Foreham versus Monmouth. I got Monmouth. Virginia Lionberg versus Pristina Bean. Virginia Lionberg. Post versus Stonehill. I got Stonehill. Southern Bucknell versus Virginia Military Institute. I got Bucknell. Missouri S&T versus Drake. I got Drake. Michigan Tech versus St. Thomas in Minnesota. I got Michigan Tech. Dayton versus Youngstown State. I got Youngstown State. South Dakota versus Montana. I got Montana. Morehead State versus Montana State. I got Morehead State. North Carolina A&T versus North Dakota State. North Carolina A&T. Mississippi Valley versus Ulster PV. I got Mississippi Valley. South Carolina State versus Bethune-Cookman. I got Bethune-Cookman. University of Northern Illinois versus University of Northern Iowa versus North Dakota. I got North Dakota. East Tennessee State versus Centerdale. I got Centerdale. North I did down. Lehigh versus Georgetown. I got Georgetown. San Diego versus California. Cal Poly. I got Cal Poly. You got St. Francis in Pennsylvania versus Richmond. I got Richmond. Rhode Island versus Bryant. I got Bryant. Taylor in Indiana versus Butler. I got Butler. Delaware State versus Delaware. I got Delaware State. Albany State in Georgia versus Florida A&M. I got Florida A&M. Winston-Salem versus North Carolina Central. I got North Carolina Central. LA Christian versus Stinson. I got Stinson. Campbell versus William Mary. I got William Mary. Ellen versus Wofford. I got Wofford. North America versus Arkansas Pine Bluff. I got Arkansas Pine Bluff. Sacrés Heart versus Central Connecticut State. Got Central Connecticut. Barton versus Davis. I got Davis. Chattanooga versus Eastern Illinois. I got Eastern Illinois. Northwestern State versus Grambling. I got Grambling. Tuskegee versus Hampton. I got Hampton. Lambwood versus Houston Baptist. I got Houston Baptist. Jacksonville State versus Murray State. I got Murray State. University of Virginia Wise versus North Alabama. I got North Alabama. Northern Arizona versus Sam Houston. I got Sam Houston. University of California Davis. South Dakota State. I got South Dakota State. Southeast Missouri State versus Southern Illinois. I got Southern Illinois. Jackson State versus Tennessee State. I got Jackson State. Texas A&M Commerce versus Texas Tech. I got Texas Tech. Morgan State versus Tucson. Got Morgan State, Alabama, and I did that earlier. New Hampshire versus Albany. I got New Hampshire. Valparaiso versus Illinois State. Valparaiso. Prairie View versus Albany Christian. I got Prairie View. And last but not least, you have Sharrod State versus Utah Tech. I got Utah Tech.